We're in Blackbird Studios, Nashville, Tennessee. This is the first album, probably since the 90s. It doesn't feel like a long time ago. It feels very natural to look over and see those guys standing next to me with headphones on.
The idea of the record came together when I was actually starting to write songs. And I started writing kind of surf spaghetti western. And that kind of started the ball rolling.
It really feels like the first one we did had Runaway Boys and Rock This Town and Stray Cat Strut. It's just really natural and comfortable and great to be back with Brian and Jim. And it's a fun record.
Blackbird Studios. This place is pretty cool, man. It's got all this vintage gear, but from what I could tell, it all works and it's all really well maintained. And so that's the trick with this old stuff that the Stray Cats use. That fine line that we have between old stuff, but it's got to work and it's got to be current. In the beginning, we got some happy accidents, but ever since then, it's very thought out what we do. It's not exactly as haphazard as we appear.
Coming in today, everybody was excited and pumped, and we had this great team at the studio who had everything prepared. In the first hour of everybody getting here, we got our first track, which sounded fantastic. We had some wonderful energy and excitement, and everybody relaxed into it and realized, hey, we still play great together.
So Catfight was the first song I wrote specifically for the Stray Cat album. Mike Himmelstein sent me some lyrics. He goes, do you like these? Catfight over a dog like me. I went, like it, it's right up Stray Cat's alley. We gotta cut it. And as soon as those lyrics came, I wrote the song instantly. So I just started going, two hot chicks, Joe's Bar and Grill, got two tussle like bad girls will. Out of the bar to the parking lot, fussing and cussing over what I got from the parking lot. Took it to the woods, got to know, honey, I got the goods. Champagne blonde and a hot brunette, I'm about as fired up as you can get. Catfight. It just came out that quick. And that was the first one I wrote for the Cats.
Catfight is what I'm talking about. Catfight, yeah, the claws came out.
How we're going about recording this record is really live, and it's kind of like doing a gig. We're all in the same room.
We're in a row with a little bit of separation, but because of the standing, everyone's watching each other.
I said, we have to play the way we do live. I mean, when I stepped into the room, I just knew that it was going to happen because I've worked with Peter Collins, and Vance Powell had set up, gosh, he hung like Persian rugs, but not so far that we couldn't see each other, just for this really high ceiling, and then he put up a bit of a barrier, and that was fine. You know, as long as I could rock out and see the boys, it makes it go a lot quicker, because I could just say to Jim, try this, you know, Lee, I like the way this sounds, or and vice versa. Brian, could you try playing this lick over here? Or it makes it easier that your buddies are right next to you.
What we're going to try to do here is we're going to try to use the least amount of microphones we possibly can to get this record. You know, Jim doesn't have a big drum kit, but I'm really only using kind of 3 microphones for his drum kit, and that's it. A couple guitar mics, which back in the day would have been probably just 1, but I like 2, so because we have stereo these days. A vocal mic, and then a few close mics here and there to get the sound of the band playing in the room.
A lot of the fun of it and the creativity is really done on the fly. You can't map everything out. It evolves, it changes, some more than others, but there's always that, when you get the band involved, it takes a little left or does something different.
There's a lot of things that we've done that I really wanted to try. One of them is using tape echo, which we never did. Our go-to records are the first 2 Gene Vincent albums that he recorded. It's something about the magic they caught, the echo. Pop, 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 pop. How did they get that sound?
It's focused, which is really good. You know, seemingly like a basic music, but it's really making it good like anything else. To seem simple is really not that simple.
We're going to use tape echo. We have a tape echo machine back here behind Sean. And that machine is just going to run all day long.
And what they did was they ran a tape machine, and they ran it 1 forward and 1 backwards. It hasn't been done since the 50s. We actually did that. So I was really so glad that's it. You know, we found out that's how they did it.
We've got laser focus on putting this new Stray Cats record together and doing it right.
Recording as a Stray Cats is a special feeling because it's we play off of each other. Something happens when we play. Everybody brings a lot to the party. It's kind of a spark that occurs that you can't put your finger on.
And I think the fans want to see it too, that you've been doing your work and going and making a new record. I think it keeps the whole thing in motion.
It's a very special time. It's been 26 years since they worked together, and here we are, and let's have a bloody good time. We're in it for the fun of it.
I got love if you want it. Ha ha.